Okay, let's go.
All right, today we're going to get into something really crucial, one of the biggest hurdles in trading, the mental game. Look, it's not about finding some secret indicator or a magic bullet. It's about completely rewiring your brain to move from just chasing today's profits to building a process that can actually last a lifetime. So let's break down how to make that shift.
So, here's a question that probably keeps a lot of you up at night. You put in the hours, right? You watch the charts, you live and breathe this stuff, but the results, they just aren't there. It feels like you're just spinning your wheels. But what if I told you the reason often has nothing to do with your strategy and everything to do with what your actual goal is?
And that, right there, leads us straight to the heart of the problem, what I call the output-oriented trap. This is this psychological pitfall where your single-minded focus on making money today, passing a challenge, or getting that payout actually guarantees you're going to fail tomorrow.
See, the output-oriented trader, they're all about that instant gratification. Every decision they make is fueled by this desperate need to get something right now. But the process-oriented trader, man, their goal is on a whole different planet. They're focused on one thing, building the right habits day in and day out, because they know those habits are what will actually produce the profits in the long run.
And this trap, it has some very clear, very destructive symptoms. Does any of this sound familiar? You take one loss and boom, it spirals into 5 because you just have to make that money back. You can't just end the day red, so you keep trading until you're either green or your account is completely blown. You start forcing trades on nothing but a gut feeling, throwing your entire plan out the window. Let me be clear, this isn't just bad luck. This is a symptom, a clear sign of a broken mindset.
Okay, so how in the world do you break out of this cycle? Well, it starts with a really fundamental shift in your perspective. There's a single idea that, if you truly get it, can change your entire approach to the markets. I really want you to let this one sink in for a second. Your salary, your income, it is not based on how many hours you stare at a chart. You are compensated for the quality of your decisions. That's it. That's the whole job. And realizing this, well, it's the very first step toward becoming a professional.
So if you're getting paid for your decisions, then it's absolutely critical that you understand the environment you're in, right? The market has seasons. Sometimes the conditions are amazing, and that's when you play offense. You capitalize on those high-quality setups. But other times, the market is just choppy and unpredictable, and that's when you have to switch gears and play defense.
And this, my friends, leads us to maybe the single most important defensive skill of all, capital preservation. In slow or choppy markets, the opportunity isn't to make a ton of money. The real opportunity is to practice your discipline. It's your chance to focus on lowering your size, protecting your capital, and keeping those losses super small. This is not wasted time. This is where you get your reps in. It's vital training for your longevity in this game.
All right, let's actually make this practical. Let's build out a playbook here. We're going to look at a couple of mental models that will help you forge that professional, process-oriented mindset.
I love this analogy. Think of it like golf. A great golfer isn't just a great driver, right? They've got a solid long game, a solid short game, and they can putt. It's the whole package. In trading, it's exactly the same. Your offense, making money when conditions are good, that's just one part of your game. Your defense, your patience, your discipline, and preserving capital when conditions are bad, that is just as important, and honestly, maybe even more important.
Okay, here's another one for you, and it's a game changer. Picture this. You're a banker. A successful businessman with a proven, profitable track record walks in and asks you for a loan. Pretty easy decision, right? Then, a homeless man with no track record whatsoever walks in and asks for the same loan, promising you he's got potential. As a banker, who do you fund? I mean, the answer's obvious, and yet so many struggling traders act like that second banker every single day, funding these low-probability setups just because they could maybe make money.
The real pro? They've completely internalized that banker mentality, and their daily habits reflect this. They journal everything to find their own patterns. They automatically lower their position size when conditions are uncertain. And get this, they go into every single trade pretty much expecting to lose. Why? Because it completely strips the emotion out of the equation. For them, a loss isn't a failure. It's just data. It's a learning opportunity. So all of this, it brings us to the final hurdle. And honestly, this might be the toughest mindset shift of them all. We have to completely redefine what a successful day in the market actually looks like.
So what's the magic number? What's the one number that proves, without a doubt, that you are finally progressing as a trader? It's not your P&L, it's not your win rate. It's this: 0. The day you can sit in front of the market, recognize that there are no high-quality opportunities, and take 0 trades, that is the day you prove you are becoming a professional. That is the ultimate display of discipline.
You see, it all boils down to how you're keeping score. The amateur judges their day by one single metric, their daily profit and loss. Did I make money? That's it. But the professional? They judge their day by a completely different metric. Did I follow my process? A professional can actually have a losing day financially, but consider it a huge success if they followed every single one of their rules perfectly.
Because at the end of the day, it's really this simple. Your account balance isn't a reflection of your luck or your strategy's magic. It is a direct, unfiltered reflection of your daily habits. Good habits lead to growth. Bad habits, well, they lead to ruin.
So as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with one final thought, one question to take with you. Think of your trading account as your business, and you are its sole banker. You have the power to approve or deny every single transaction. So, what kind of decisions are you going to fund tomorrow?